Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Hello sir. So we are from group 5. Today we will present about material design for TESOL curriculums. So before we continue to explain more about this material, let us introduce ourselves. Start from me. My name is Herlin Putri and my friends.
My name is Romian Sinaga. My name is Marlene.
And the other. And we have Salsabila. So continue to introductions. Introductions will be explained by Romian. So Romian, time is yours.
Okay, Lynn, thank you for the time. So here, the material design is the process of structuring, selecting, and presenting learning materials in engaging, effective, and visually appealing with support language acquisitions. So here, this will be ensures the materials align with learning objectives, cater to students' needs, and enhance comprehensions. So these chapters will explore about the key principles of material design, types of TESOL materials, adaptation strategies, skill integrations, and so on. So we need to pay our attention here to understand how to make material design and what is the material design. Okay, the next slide, please. Okay, first we discuss about just the key for principle of material design. So the key is should be relevance, it should be interactivity, it should be engagement, it should be have a goal oriented and also flexibility. For relevance, here the material should be aligned with students' needs and also for learning context. And the next is about enhancements. We know that enhancements is that the design or the material should be visually appealing with images, colors to make our students feel interest in our material. And then is about goal oriented. So goal oriented is interactivity. Interactivity, here the students should actively engage in learning through discussions and also like in the presentations. And then goal oriented. Goal oriented, it means that material should be support our achievement of learning objectives. So here will be ensured in every activity that contributes to a clear learning goal. And then is flexibility. Flexibility means that material should be adaptable to different proficiency levels and learning styles. So here we'll make our students or the students suitable for various classroom settings. For example, oh no. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, first we will discuss about learner-centered approach. So this approach just focus on students as the center of learning. So here, the need to understand is about students' needs. So here, material should match to students' proficiency levels, and also like it cannot be too difficult for them or irrelevant because the students may lose their motivations. And then independence. Independence here that students should be engaged or encouraged to think critically to solve the problem in the class and learn independently rather than just receiving information or the material from the teacher. And then is active engagements. We know that the students should not only listen to the explanations but also participate in class discussions like Ma'am Nelly asking us to make our adding opinion when someone asks about something. So that's the examples. And then we will discuss about authenticity. Authenticity here, materials help students understand language in real world context, like using no, use of resources like using text, audio, or videos from resources such as a new articles, advertisement, or even a real life conversations to make our students what can I say, like interest to have a learning process. And then is exposure to natural language. So here, like including idioms and informal expressions, so that our students not feel like too anxious or feel uh, gugup. I forget. And then is practical communication practice. So here, because with practical communications will be developed their skill, the student skill that can be applied in a class or in everyday situations. For examples, instead of using overly formal textbook content and real world materials, so it should be like provide examples of how authentic materials enhance the cultural understanding and natural language use. Okay, the next is about gradual progression. So this principle, the material should be structured progressively from simple to complex, like scaffolding first. Scaffolding, it means that we providing, as a teacher, we providing step-by-step support until students can learn independently. And then is consistently or consistency. So consistency means that use our structure exercises to prevent students from feeling overwhelmed. Like it's not too difficult. Again, like we adapt to our students' needs or to our students' level. And then it's about planned repetition. So here, reinforcing previous concepts in new contexts to strengthen the students' understandings. For examples, in grammar lessons, start with basic structures like simple present, then jump to the past present, and so on. So they these more structures from simple to complex. And the last principle is about alignment with curriculum objectives. We know that our curriculum is the rules for our school, so we need to adjust our material as a teachers. We need to adjust our material to our curriculum. The first is we need to discuss about meeting standards. Yes, that meeting competency standards set by schools or educational authorities. And then skill integrations. Here, the integrating students or integrating the students' language skills. We know that listening, speaking, and reading and writing in a balanced way. So we should make it in a balanced way so that they have a skill integrations in a classroom or learning process. And then is about structured learning. So here, with structured learning will help students active or to achieve their expected learning outcomes through structured activities. Okay, I think that's all about the principle of material designs, and I will give back to moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Romian, for your presentations. So I will continue to explain types of TESOL materials. Next slide, please. Yep. So we have types of TESOL materials. So as a future language teachers, one of our main tools for guiding students' learning is the materials we use in class. These materials can come in many different forms and each type has its own strength and purposes. However, using materials effectively isn't it about strictly following one method or sticking to the same resources every time. So it's about being flexible and adapting so what we use to meet the needs of our students. So in today's presentations, I'm going to explore the different types of TESOL materials, starting with core research most teacher rely on textbooks, and then we look at the other materials like worksheets, audiovisual tools, digital resources, and even teacher created materials. So each of these plays an important role in creating engaging and effective lessons. So let's dive in but them one by one. So first we have textbooks. So what is textbook? So a textbook is a book designed for learning and teaching a specific subject. It provides structure lessons, explanations, exercises, and example to help students understand a topic. So in TESOL or in this context, of course, the textbooks is teaching English to speaker of other languages. So these textbooks typically include first grammar, rules and exercises, reading passages and comprehension questions, speaking and listening activities, vocabulary lists and definitions, and last, writing practice and models. So, textbooks are essential tools for structuring lessons, but they shouldn't limit a teacher creativity. So, while they offer a framework, it's important for teachers to adjust the content based on student needs, making the lessons more dynamic and less repetitive. So, this flexibility allows teachers to modify activities as necessary to keep students engaged and to ensure that lessons are tailored to their level and needs. So, us as a future teacher can modify textbook activities by first skipping. We can removing exercises that are irrelevant or too easy or even too difficult for our students. So we have to analyze first what our student needs. And then as a teacher, we can uh, adapting activities to make them more engaging or practical for real life situations. And then we can reordering. We can rearranging the sequence of lessons or topics to help students understand concept more clearly. So textbooks can be personalized to make them more relatable. For instance, using students' name in dialogue, for example, you can imagine like when you're being a student, like your teacher telling you like, "Oh, my students, you can't, you know, you can use your own names to the character in the dialogue." So the students think that, oh, this material is so interesting because they use our real name. So they think that, oh, I am the main character on this dialogue. So like that, for example. And then we have worksheets. So what is worksheet? A worksheet is a printed or digital document used in educational settings to provide exercises and activities for students to complete. It is designed to reinforce concepts, practice skills, and assess learning in a structured format. So worksheets typically include grammar exercises, vocabulary practice, reading comprehension questions, writing prompts, and listening tasks. So worksheets are often used for individual practice, group work, or even a homework. So they can be customized to suit the lessons, objective, and students' level. So in worksheets, they have to design for specific skill, not just drills. So worksheets should focus on developing particular skills such as grammar, vocabulary, reading comprehensions, or writing. And then, for example, we have abbreviation worksheets for housing ads. These types of worksheets help students learn how to read and understand abbreviation commonly used in real life materials like housing ads. It provides practical, real world contact the student will encounter outside the classroom. And worksheets should help students discover pattern, not just memorize. Instead of simply memorizing rules of or vocabulary, worksheets should guide students to discover patterns in language use. Okay, next we have audio visual tools. Audiovisual tools refers to materials and technologies that use both sound and visuals to support learning. These tools are commonly used in TESOL classroom to enhance listening and speaking skills, increase engagement, and help students better understand language concept. So, common audiovisual tools include first audio materials like recording, podcasts, voice recording, audiobook, songs, dialogues, and so on. And then we have visual materials like videos, picture presentations, and so on. And then we have interactive tools like language learning app, website, or YouTube channels. All right. For benefits of using visual tools is first, active learning. Student can interact with the materials by listening and speaking, watching, and even mimicking the language in real life context. And for engagement, visual combined with sound and learning more dynamic. So that's how student retain attention. And the next benefit is real world applications. Videos are or audios using authentic language in natural settings. All right, next we have digital tools. So, digital tools are technology-based resources use digital platform to support and enhance learning. For example, language learning apps like Duolingo, Babel, or Memrise, if you ever heard that. That's interactive lesson for vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation practice. And online dictionaries and thesauruses like website like Cambridge Dictionary or Merriam-Webster allow students to look up words, hear their pronunciation, and understand their meaning in context. And then we have e-learning platforms, website like Moodles, at Moodle or Google Classroom helps organize and distribute learning materials, assessment, quizzes, and class discussions, and so on. Next slide, please. All right. And then we have how to adapt materials. So adapting materials effectively is essential for creating a meaningful and engaging learning experience. It's not just about simplifying text. This aimed to enhance the learning process to better address the diverse needs of students. So this is the three key strategies for adapting materials. First is sequencing talks smartly, from easy to smart. So sequencing refers to the order in which tasks are presented during lessons. Start with simpler activities, introduce fundamental concepts, and gradually move to more challenging tasks that require deeper thinking and advanced skills. And then cultural adaptations. So adapting materials to like cultural relevance ensure the content connected to student background, real life situations, experience. And then we have customizations. So task customization involves adjusting activities to fit the varying needs of students based on their language proficiency, learning style, and personal interests. And then created materials. Teacher created materials. When existing materials don't meet the needs of your students, it's time to create your own. This allows for highly tailored lessons that address the specific requirement for your class. For example of created materials like really a best lesson, collaborative output, and so on. So I think that's all from me. for this slide. So next slide will be presented by Salsa, Salsabila. So Salsa, time is yours. All right, maybe Salsa lost connection or something. So Salsa, are you there? Okay, I think I will mention a little bit about Salsa slide, and when Salsa join again, she will explain more. Okay, and in this slide is balancing skills integrations. We have listening and speaking. For this, we have like role plays, discussion, authentic listening materials, and for reading and writing. For example, we have summarizing, note taking, and scaffolding techniques. And for task-based learning, TBL, we have real-world tasks, collaborative projects, and learner autonomy. And next slide, please. Okay. For this slide, we have role of technology in materials design. For first is technological tools like interactive apps, like I said before, like Duolingo, Quizlet, Kahoot, and so on. And then we have online platform like Google Classroom, Moodle, for collaboration and assessment. And then we have multimedia elements like video, podcast, animations for engagement. So I just mentioned a little bit, guys, for this slide because Salsa have problem. But if Salsa joined, she will explain more about the slide. So I think we can continue to the end first, and after that, we can give it to Salsa back if she wants to explain more about her slide. Is that okay?
Sorry, can I give some suggestion? Like maybe because Salsabila has already here, she continue this material that she needs to explain more about this, and then continue to the end.
Okay, okay. So Salsa, you're here. Our connection is better now. But I cannot hear your voice.
Can you try Salsa to speak again? Because I think just now I hear you speak. It's not good. Okay, maybe Marlina Dian will be explained then. Later you will.
Okay, Marlena, so time is yours.
So thank you for the opportunity because Salsa can explain. I will continue about this material. So we jump into cultural considerations and challenges in material designs. So this refers to development of learning researches such as including textbook, digital content, classroom materials, and teaching aids. So this is related to what Herlin explained before. And cultural factors play a crucial role in shaping how educational materials are created, ensuring that they are relevant, inclusive, and effective for diverse learners. So we jump into cultural aspect in material design. So the first one is language and communications. Language is one of the most important cultural factors in educational material designs. In multilingual societies, material must be available in different languages to ensure that students understand the context. So the second one is representations and inclusivity. What is second?
Okay, I think Dian have some connection problems, same as Salsa. So maybe we can continue to end this presentations or what, guys? Rumi, and what do you think?
Okay, I think I will share the screen again and then we continue just two of us maybe because it's about connection, right? We can handle uh, this connection. Wait, I will share.
Yeah, it's okay. Go on.
Oh, wait. Okay. In slide, how to adapt materials or
No.
role of technology? No, cultural, this right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that.
So I will Marlena Dianti, do you want to explain or your connection? Is it good? Maybe the Dianti, her connection still not good. So I will explain a little bit about this. Like cultural aspect in material designs. So here the cultural aspect in material design should be like a language communication, should be adapt to the students, representation, inclusivity, and also use of technology in learning. We know that we have the students maybe have different cultures, so we need to consider about this and also about our teaching methods and learning styles, rules and ethical considerations. Like teaching methods, we need to first to observe our students, what is their needs in a learning process, their level, and then we can make our material based our teaching methods that adapt to our students learning process or to our students level, I mean. And then is challenges in educational material designs. We know that every teacher's school always have a challenges to give a material design, such as language barriers and translations issues, representation and bias in educational context, accessibility in digital divide, and also how teachers or how we adapt to different learning environments like our students' background. We need to adjust first. So this is a challenges in educational material designs. Okay, and the next is conclusions. Maybe Herlin want to explain this.
Oh yeah, before we jump into conclusions, maybe Salsa or Dian want to try one more time. How about Salsa? Do you want to try one more time? Oh, I'm sorry, Salsa. I think your connection is really bad in there. So I think I will come to conclusion, yeah? Okay, I'm sorry. So conclusions. Material design in education, especially in TESOL, must consider cultural aspect to align with students' background, languages, and learning styles. Factors such as communications, representation, teaching methods, and technology play a crucial role in shaping effective learning materials. However, challenges like language barrier, content bias, accessibility issues, and adaptation to different learning environment must be addressed. The best approach is to create flexible, inclusive, and student-centered materials. By embracing cultural sensitivity and innovations, educational materials can enhance language learning and promote cross-cultural understanding. So I think that's all from our group, sir. And I think we cannot continue to discuss because the limited time and the bad connection of our two friends. So I think we cannot continue to discuss. So I think that's all from our group five. I am. We are sorry for all the mistake that happened during this presentation, sir. And I end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.